Hey guys, welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. Don here. I wanted to, I'm always looking for different pillars here to get patients into the office. And today I had a talk with a guy named Jim. He is with something called the Welcome Wagon. I don't know if you guys heard about this, but it's kind of got a neat idea. And I've heard about it before. I've always admired. I remember recently we a couple years ago we bought a house, and I got this letter from a chiropractor. And not that I needed chiropractic services, but what I liked is that he had a system so that anyone bought a new house, they would automatically get something from him. And even if you didn't need him, you still got the letter, which I thought was a neat idea. I don't want to pull a list of all the people moving into the community. That's not something I want to do, but I would like to be in front of those people. And so let me tell you a little bit about this thing called Welcome Wagon and what I liked about this idea. So basically the whole idea is when people move into a community, buy or sell a house in your community, and they move in, they send them this stuff, and they have like this sequence. Like the first month they're going to get this welcome thing to the community, then they're going to get something else a month later, then something else a month later, and then all these email things to them as well. And so before it used to just be printed in an actual basket. The whole basis was when someone moves into a community, you want to give them a little welcome basket. That's how it started. But now it's kind of expanded to this. So a few good things about the pitch that he offered to me. One is this guy had a lot of enthusiasm. He's a sales guy. He's a marketing guy. He likes doing this. Another thing is it was limited to one area or one profession within a zip code. So I would be the only podiatrist. It wasn't be like there's like 10 podiatrists in here. That was a good thing for me that I thought was interesting. It gave me value. Another thing is that they pull it from a database of all the people that are buying, selling houses. So it goes to them not when they buy it, but when they actually move in. So it's based on the move-in date. And he explained a lot of research. They say that people that move in, they're kind of looking for services, right? So you're looking for a doctor, a dentist, other types of things. I bet you this was pretty hot with dentists as well. And that was kind of a plus. Another cool thing is that they have some code, or he showed me like a Google Maps, and they can tell based on zip code how many people on average each month move into that community. And that's what I thought was kind of cool. So like in the Westboro office that we have, it's going to be about 20 people in that community. And then in the Worcester, it's about 600 people. And then basically they take that and times by 10, and that's how they get your monthly value, the monthly amount you're going to pay. So basically one's 200, one's maybe, I think it's under 500, I think it's 400. So the ends up being about a 500 and so per month that we would pay to get it to all the new people. And it would have this follow-up sequence. And they send you a letter at the end of the month of like all these names, and so you can market to them yourself. If you're organized, you can add that to your newsletter list or something else like that, or your email list, or however you want to do it. So I thought that was a neat way of doing it. I thought the price was actually cheap in my opinion, so $500 or $600. That was a really low price to get in front of that specific market. I thought it was going to be a lot more. I thought the guy was going to say $2,000 or $3,000. That's refreshing, because the other places that I've heard of are just a lot steeper. Now, it really depends on the results. And they say that they give you a report of who they're sending it to, who you're part of. And I guess a lot of it has to do with your offer. So then we kind of talked about, well, what are the offers that we are going to make to these people to take action? So the whole idea with direct response is you want to have a great offer. And I don't have a great offer. I've looked at like Chris Milkey. He's got like a free $25 gift certificate. I've thought about a gift certificate. I thought about a free exam. And then you would limit, let's say, one free exam per day. That would make sense. You could do one exam, but that would be kind of a different color in your schedule and have it a free exam. And it would just be the exam, and it wouldn't be anything else. And if they needed other things, you would maybe like bill their insurance and then give them a discount. I don't exactly know what you would do. You could also give them a free gift. But I think really if the goal is to get them in the office, the best one would be a free exam. I'd like to know if you guys, does anyone offer a free visit in their marketing material? And then how many spaces do you leave open? What I was thinking is potentially I do have some open spaces most days. So the thought would be offering a free visit, and that would fill in those spaces. So you'd have that as a free. I don't like even free anyway, though, because I've talked to my partner about this, and it really kind of downgrades our services, right? Offering anything for free. But I think if we're doing like a marketing or direct response campaign, you have to have something that's really going to draw people in. And so that's my idea on the free. So that was kind of a fun talk. I'm going to try to get him on an interview so we can talk more about the system of this welcome wagon. He used to be part of BNI, and he's got all these other kind of credentials. Last thing I want to tell you, give you a little update on these patient presentations. I'm not doing as many presentations anymore. I used to be really up on it. Now I'm doing these videos. So I did one today. I now have my pre-surgical discussion on that. So I went in, looked at the x-rays, got surgical consent, had them watch this video on kind of like an iPad size thing, and then I went back in and answered any other questions that they had. I did it as well for Achilles tendonitis. So these are like recorded videos of my discussions with patients. So it saves me a ton of time and a ton of like stress and strain. I've really found that by doing it this way, it makes it a lot easier. So if you go into Podiatry Practice Mastery, you can actually see a lot of my presentations that I use. They're under patient presentations, and I think some of the videos will be in there. I don't really have all the videos. I don't even know if you guys would want to use my videos because it's my face. I can teach if people are interested. If you want to learn to make your own videos, if you want to use my slides, you can, things like that. Or if you want it just done for you, just someone let me know and I can make it and we can sell it. I don't know what the price would be, but that would be something fun. It's really just made my life a lot easier, especially like, for example, with Achilles tendonitis. I came in and they watched the presentation on Achilles tendonitis, and then basically I just went in and I say, okay, we're going to do the initial things, which is icing, anti-inflammatory, foam rolling, physical therapy, and I think she got a velocity brace as well. And then if that doesn't work, then we go to phase 2, which would probably be shockwave. So that's kind of how we did it, but it set them up. And all I did when I walked in there is I just pulled up my presentation and I just showed them just that checklist slide. If you haven't seen that checklist slide, I have checklists for everything that I do, and it makes it much more objective than subjective. So it's kind of a fun way of doing things. But anyway, those are my thoughts. All the stuff is on Podiatry Practice Mastery on that membership site. Let me know what you think. Okay, thanks.